Welcome back to the Spitballing Podcast. Now, for the second segment, we're going to talk about the top 10 best states in our opinions, and then we will conform to make a top 10 list combined. So, we're going to start out with our number 10s. Ethan, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is Georgia. That may be low for some people and may be high for some people. I think Georgia is at number 10. Uh, a lot of great I don't know how to word it. Like the rural areas of Georgia are great. They're beautiful. The weather is fantastic. You can say what you want about Atlanta. You can have that dialogue, but I think overall the state of Georgia, I think it's top 10, and I think gets that 10 spot.
I like that. I got New York in my 10 spot. Some people probably have a little bit higher. I fucking hate the Yankees, so be glad it's even in my top 10. Uh, I'm not talking about the city. The city is fucking trash. And I never want to be in the city ever again. Upstate New York, on the other hand, is beautiful. Upstate New York is beautiful. They got big ass lakes, big ass fish in those lakes. I've seen some pictures. They got Cooperstown, which JT and I will be there pretty soon. Go Bears. I'm 1-0 in Cooperstown, by the way. Yeah, fuck you, Guilford. Uh, it's just, yeah, upstate New York's beautiful. And yeah, be glad it's in my top 10 because of the Yankees.
So, my number 10 is Pennsylvania. Now, the reason why I have this to number 10 is because the cultural influence it had during the early United States. It just has aura. The aura. The sports teams, aura. Even though we hate Philly fans, there is aura for the state. So
I fuck with Penn State.
yeah,
So I like that
the
pick.
sports teams have aura.
Hershey Park, that shit's
Mm,
fire.
I've been there. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of good things to do in Pennsylvania. It's not a bad state.
I mean, if I can, I will say that I have Pennsylvania at my 9, if that
Mm,
helps with negotiations. It's
All right, I
right.
see it.
mm.
So, yeah,
That's your number 9.
that's my number 9 spot. So, if we want to combine that for the ultimate list, I'm fine with that. If we want to put it at 9 or 10.
Zach, what's your number 9?
Georgia. Georgia's in my number
Perfect.
9 slot.
That's great.
All right.
That's fantastic.
You
So,
know
what
what
are
my
we,
number 9 is?
what?
What?
New Hampshire.
Wow.
Wow, that's fucking terrible.
That's low. Is that low
That's
for you, Zach?
awful. That's very low for
That's
me.
that's low for me. That's low for me.
Love.
I might be a little biased, but I don't care.
No, we don't
That's
care.
very low.
We don't care about bias. We're the way that we are, and we like it that way.
There just isn't enough to do, and that's the only problem with New Hampshire,
Yeah.
and that's a big problem.
Okay, let's stop talking about New Hampshire because it's
Yeah,
wait, that was your
we're
9
way
pick?
too low for that.
That was my 9 pick. Yeah,
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad. My
All
bad.
right, so
We
what are
talk
we
about
putting at
ours.
number 10? What are we putting at number 10? Pennsylvania or Georgia?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yeah,
I
number
like
10.
Pennsylvania at 10.
Yeah,
Okay. Whoever's editing it, it's putting it right there.
Ari
I'll tell
Booth.
you right now, it's
Ari
not gonna
Booth,
be
be our
me.
editor, please.
number 8, Ethan.
Wait, what's number
Wait,
8?
you didn't say your
We
number
didn't,
9.
we
Number
didn't
8.
do number 9.
I only did my number 9.
All right. My
Oh,
number 9 was Pennsylvania, but now
yeah.
it's Georgia. I'm arguing for Georgia for number 9.
Oh, okay.
What
Yeah, I
about you,
like
Zach?
Georgia in the 9.
Georgia at the 9 spot?
Georgia was my 9. Georgia was my 9.
Oh, perfect. JT, you agree?
Yeah, yeah,
What's your 9 though? Oh wait, New Hampshire. I'm fucking
yeah.
tripping. My
Mine
bad.
was New
It is 12:30. Y'all got me up here working overtime. This is
It's
bullshit.
your fault. We would have started
No, it's
earlier.
not. I have a job.
We would
I
have
have
started
stuff to
earlier.
do. I go to school. You're unemployed. Stop
Hampshire.
it.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Sorry, you're
Whoa.
not unemployed. You have the podcast.
We're all doing a podcast right now. All right. Can you wake the fuck up?
My bad.
We're all on the same level right now.
All
Okay,
right. So
as of
Georgia
now.
at 10. Wait, no. Pennsylvania at 10, Georgia at 9, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we agree on that.
I think that's great. All right, so we're moving on to the 8 spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
My 8 spot might be a little controversial, but I love the culture. I love the vibes. I like the sports teams. I don't know if I can't say biased because I've never even been there, but I really like it. It just makes me feel good. I like Louisiana at my 8 spot. I don't know about y'all. I like the vibe of Louisiana.
I don't like crawfish, so it's not my top 10.
I just think that I don't think it's a top 10 state.
It's not a
You don't
top
think it's
10
top
state.
10
It's a
state?
decent state. I don't,
It's a decent
it's not
state.
top 10. I don't think it's top
The
15.
French culture?
I don't think
New
it's
Orleans?
over. I don't think it's
Princess
over
and the
Arizona and
Frog?
Minnesota's. Like
Zion Williamson? I have Minnesota up here, but what are we talking about?
I don't think it's top 10. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. Well, no, I'll take it. I'll take the criticism, but I personally, that's why I started with I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
But
Just to say, Minnesota was bouncing around the lower part of my top 10. I put it at 11.
Minnesota I agree with you. Minnesota made my honorable mention. It's my
Yeah.
number one honorable mention.
It was my number one honorable mention too.
Oh, that's like the only thing we're gonna agree on this video, this
Wow.
fucking
Yeah, that's
segment.
actually crazy. We all have Minnesota at 11. Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Louisiana really didn't make it for any of you? None of the top 10,
No,
either of you?
not even the honorable mention. I'll be honest with
Not top
Yeah. Tall
15.
Girl? You never watched Tall Girl 1 and 2?
No.
you. No. Sorry.
It's, I don't know. I like the vibes, but I guess that's just me. All right. Zach, how about you? What was your number 8?
I got Alaska coming in at the 8 spot.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
That's
Absolutely. It's what?
underdog pick.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Absolutely beautiful state. I mean, there's stuff to do if you like doing that type of stuff. That's kind of like New Hampshire. Like, if you don't like to be outdoors, you're going to hate the state. But I love to be outdoors. That place is beautiful. Northern Lights, stuff like that. Jeremy Swayman.
Mm.
I mean,
Anchorage.
yeah. It's on my bucket list to visit. And Alaska, number 8.
So my number 8 was Hawaii. I don't think I really need to explain this. It's a beautiful place.
That's probably the worst pick of the draft.
No,
I don't think it's the worst pick.
When
I
he
really
said
don't.
that, Zach, when
Way
he
too
said
low.
that, it made me reconsider my list because I
Because your
forgot about
dumbass
Hawaii.
forgot.
My dumbass
That's too
forgot
low.
about Hawaii. Yeah,
Too
we got
low.
to move Hawaii.
I just don't think it has enough aura to be like all the way up there.
It doesn't have aura.
Just the cultural aura.
It has so much
it has
aura.
the beautifulness.
That's. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
It arguably has the most aura of.
It has the most culture out of any
It
state.
easily has the most culture. Yeah. At
I
least
don't think
five.
it's up there with the Texas. I don't think it's up there with the Texas.
Texas moved down on my list since we last
Really?
spoke, but that's early. That's way too early of a conversation. We're having that conversation way too early.
Yeah, we need to stop getting off track here.
Yeah. Okay. So at number 8, we have Louisiana, Alaska, and Hawaii. How the
Wow.
fuck are we gonna pick it
What
up?
are we doing? How are we gonna do this?
Those are 3 of the most different states you can fucking pick.
Wow.
This is the worst spot. What's the mutual ground?
We gotta agree that. I mean, do we agree? Me and you, Pizza Man, do we agree that Hawaii is not?
Hawaii should be higher.
Yeah, so
Hawaii
it's not
should be-
Hawaii.
And you both agreed that Louisiana apparently is not top 10, which I
Yeah.
think is ridiculous, but whatever. I'll go with it.
But do you guys think Alaska's top 10?
I didn't have Alaska even on my list, man. I didn't even have it in the honorable mentions.
Oh.
What the fuck are you gonna do? It's just nothing but snow and Native Americans. Like, no disrespect to Native Americans, but like, it's got a
It's
low
a lot more
population.
beautiful though than
It's
fucking
beautiful, but
Louisiana.
like, you go in New Hampshire and you look around and it's the same shit. It's forest with snow on it. You know what I mean? Like,
A lot more wildlife.
it's a whole lot of
A
hoth.
lot more wildlife.
Yeah, but like, when you live in a state, do you want wildlife or do you want shit to do? You know what I mean?
We're
Like,
not saying we're living in these states. We're just
well,
ranking the states.
what are we saying?
Best states.
Yeah, and if it's a good state, you want to fucking live in it. If I don't want to live in Alaska.
I got Florida on my list. I'd never want to live in Florida.
I would 100% want to live in Florida, and I have Florida very high, but I'm not going to say where it is 'cause I don't want to
I
spoil
have Florida
it.
very high too.
Yeah, Florida is extremely high. Florida is, no, I'm going to stop right there
Okay.
because we're not
So
going to go there.
the next one I have on my list that we could potentially think of as number 8 is Colorado.
I don't have Colorado in my top 10 either.
I'll
Really?
take Colorado at 8.
I like
I
Colorado though. I'll
love
put it at 8. I'll put it
I
at 8.
love their ski mountains. Not that I plan to go next year, but
I like
uh,
South Park.
they got Vail, they got Breckenridge, they got all those resorts out there, and it's absolutely beautiful. And that's on my bucket list too. I really want to ski in Colorado, so I like it in the 8 spot.
I'm fine with
You like
Colorado at 8. I didn't even have it on my list, but I like that genuinely. I like that.
Okay, 8 spot, Colorado.
I had Colorado and Minnesota in kind of the same tier, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7. Go ahead, Ethan.
I'll start with 7.
Yeah.
Okay. On my notes, I have so many arrows pointing to different spots. I changed my mind so many times. So 7 could be 3 different states for me. Is it fine if I say all 3? Yeah? All
Yeah,
right.
just do it.
Fuck it.
So I have 3 different states for the number 7 spot. This is 5 through 6 or 5 through 7. I think any of them could go anywhere and I wouldn't care. I have North Carolina, New Hampshire, and New York all in the 5 through 7 spot. I think any of them could go anywhere. I think New York, it's so hit and miss because I've been in New York City. I went there for a whole week. I loved it. I like New York City. I liked upstate New York. Upstate New York is great. North Carolina, I stayed in there. It was arguably my favorite state I've ever been in. I love North Carolina. I
Mm,
might move there when I'm older. And then
mm,
New Hampshire, it's where I've grown up my whole life. Obviously, there's not much to do, but no taxes. The weather, I love New Hampshire. I think any 3 of those could go anywhere through 6 through 7 or 5 through 7. So I'm very vague with that, but those 3 states are my 5 through 7. So there you go. New Hampshire,
Okay,
North Carolina, and New York. There you go.
I'll go 7. My 7's Florida. You guys probably have a little bit higher.
Much
Listen,
higher.
listen. It's good in the winter. There's a lot of stuff to do. I love visiting Florida unless I go in the summer because it's outrageously hot. It's it's too hot. But I love visiting in the winter. It's nice to come from the cold here to the warmth there. Too much dangerous shit. I don't mess with spiders. I don't mess with snakes. That's 2 things I don't do. And that's all they got. Gators.
Not
Gators scare me.
Australia. It's not Australia.
Yeah.
Florida is it's much more tame.
There's a lot of crackheads. Lots of
mm.
Oh,
crackheads.
there's
Good
crackheads.
place. Good place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there. Florida isn't my 7.
So I already said my 7 is Colorado, but we can't put it there since it's 8. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to weigh in on the debate here for Pizza Man's.
JT, can you agree that Florida is extremely low for Zach?
I,
That's
I, I
ridiculous.
think I think Florida is not at the 7. I think it's a
Florida's
little
nowhere
high.
near the 7.
I think it's at least top 5 in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see.
At least top 3,
But
in my opinion.
I'm gonna honestly say that New Hampshire should probably be at 7 because the states you listed, Pizza Ethan
Yeah.
said New York and what was the other one? North Carolina.
Yep.
I think those are better states. You
Okay.
know,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
yeah,
I'm just saying those were my 5 through 7. So that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm outweighed
I'm in New Hampshire
anyway,
at
so it
7.
doesn't matter what I think, but I think that's fucking terrible.
I
Whatever,
don't
Zach.
know.
Who
Don't know,
cares,
man.
Zach?
Yeah, fuck off.
It's number 7,
Yeah,
New Hampshire.
Zach. All right, New Hampshire at number 7.
All
2 out of
right,
3.
yeah.
All right.
You guys are not gonna like where I put New Hampshire.
What is his top 3?
Probably number 1.
He's number 1.
It's not number 1. It's not number
Okay. It's
All right,
number 6.
moving on to number 6.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say here. I already gave my 5 through 7, so I'll let you take it away.
All right, my number 6 is Virginia. You guys probably don't have it on top 10. It's a great place to visit. There's lots to do. It's beautiful. And yeah, you don't like that, but Have you ever been to Virginia?
No, and I don't plan
Exactly.
on it. I don't plan
Exactly.
on going to
I'm
Virginia.
going. I'm going back in the summer.
JT,
Just kidding.
JT, did Virginia even cross your mind once when you were making this top 10 list? Did it?
So
No, it
I've
didn't.
been to Virginia. And the part of Virginia I went to was nice. Okay, Virginia Beach, very nice place.
Oh, great.
But I just
You just don't care, do you?
think a North Carolina is better than a Virginia.
Yeah. So is
I
New
I'd
York.
agree.
I think they're
I'd
very
agree.
similar. And and I don't know.
Virginia's. Wait, all right. Let me just say something.
Busch Gardens. They got Busch Gardens.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so does Florida.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
but
not talking about Florida.
yeah,
So does
that's
Florida.
fucking
No, no,
off the
no.
table.
No, 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 no. But what we need to talk about. All right, let me just say something. There's 50 states. That's a fuck ton of states. And when
Mhm.
we're making two lists that consist of 10, there's going to be a whole lot of mid, right?
There's
There's going to be a
so
whole
many
lot of mid.
irrelevant states like Delaware and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many states that don't even make your list. And if I'm going to be honest, I think Virginia is one of them. I think Virginia is one of those mid states that everyone forgets about. And like you said they have Busch Gardens. Guess what? So does Florida. Florida has Busch Gardens and a better one. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to say like I'm going to butt out for most of this 5 through 7 category. You won't see a lot of me, but I'm going to say Virginia is a ridiculous pick, and I think that's a mid-ass pick. That does not belong
Damn.
in the top 10. Respect
I
that.
Fuck
know.
you,
That's a
Zach. You're a
mid
piece
pick.
of shit.
That's
That's a
Go kill
crazy.
random
yourself.
ass pick.
Fucking
Virginia is a
loser.
random ass pick, and I did not see that coming. It's not even on either of my lists. It's one of those mid states.
Okay, I fucking get it. God damn. I fucking get it. Well, it's a good
So
thing it's not your fucking list. It's my list. And
Your
Virginia's
list
in my
is
first
whack
spot.
as fuck.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
okay, so at my number 6, this is controversial, but when you think of diverse climates, you think of this state because of how many diverse climates there are and how much shit there is to do. But it is filled with liberals. That is the one of the only problems with this state, and it's California.
You're gonna get us canceled.
Whoa.
California is a top 10 worst state. That's
Wait,
fucking
California
bad.
at the 6?
California at 6, yeah.
Do you have California
Oh.
higher?
I have California a little bit higher, yeah.
Wow. You guys are
Whoa, no, no,
you
no,
guys
no,
are stupid. I have
no, no, no,
California
no.
top 10 worst state.
Well, California is one of those states that can go in both lists. It can
It,
go in
it
both.
definitely can. Yes.
Can go in both lists. So can Florida,
I don't
which
care
we
if
keep
California
So
dodging
can New
because
fucking
York.
we
ranks
know
off the
Florida's going to
US
be
and
higher.
floats. Sink California. Fuck it.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yes.
California has Sacramento, California has Los Angeles, California has San Francisco. California is one of the best states in the U.S. You can't deny it. It's not.
I
It is some of the
no.
best and worst parts of the U.S.
You know what?
It's a nice
You know what
little
else California has?
what?
LeBron James.
Oh my God.
Oh
Oh,
my God, my king.
oh my God. The king. It is the king. California has the king.
It's the only thing keeping
Keeping it
California
afloat.
alive.
Okay, so wait, what do we put at the sixth spot?
California is literally engulfed in flames right now.
Okay, but that's
That's only
They
Los
got
Angeles.
bigger fish to fry than the Spitballing Podcast top 10.
California is quite literally in flames. Wait, JT, stats guy, give me what the list is so far.
So
At 10, we
yeah,
have Georgia,
Pennsylvania.
Write that shit down. He
Pennsylvania.
didn't.
9,
Was
we
it
have Georgia.
Pennsylvania?
Nine was
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yep.
Okay,
Eight was what was it? Fuck. Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
And then 7 was New Hampshire. So 6. I feel like that would be a decent pick. Would be California. I mean, and there's a lot of hate, but there's also a lot of love. I
I'll
mean,
allow it.
it's one
Just
of those.
because how many
I think
How many,
6 for
teams
California
they
is
have.
ridiculous, personally. But obviously, I'm in the minority, so I'll let it happen. I think 6 for California is outrageous. Because, listen, I would never move there. Never. I hate California. But objectively, you have to admit, it is one of the best states.
Man, I hate California. Fuck it. Top
It's,
10.
no, no, as much as you hate it, it is. Like I hate California, but it just is. Like with New York, I have New York higher as well. As much as I hate the Yankees, I hate everyone from New York except for Jake Donovan, who will be on the podcast soon. Like
Mm,
I hate it, but they objectively they are a great state. It doesn't matter what I
mhm,
think. They are just a great state. Like they have multiple huge cities, multiple great economic outputs. They have fucking Hollywood. They have Hollywood. All your favorite movies came out of California. You know what I mean? California is a great state, and if they go at six, I understand that I'm outvoted, but I don't think they should be that low, respectfully.
Thank you for your input. California, number 6.
Wow. Really? Are we really doing that, JT? Are we doing California at six?
Yes.
California's top five.
I'm
Come on.
doing California at 6.
What the fuck?
California is 6. It's not even in my top 10, so I'll give it
My
6 at
God.
best.
I'm the middle ground here, so
California at six is really happening right now.
it's happening.
I did not realize I was part of this kind of podcast, but all right. Fuck it, let's go. All
Number
right.
5, Ethan.
Let me cross some shit off. Let me restart my list. All right.
Ethan, number 5. Number 5.
We're doing number five. I'm kicking it
Yep,
off. My
number
number
5.
five spot was North Carolina.
Ooh, okay.
But once again, as I said before, my 5 through 7 alternated. But
Hmm.
since it's the only one left, put it there. I'm putting California, North Carolina at five. When I stayed there for like a week, I loved it. I loved every second of it. The weather is immaculate. It seems like a well-rounded state. When I was talking to people around, they were like, "You going to the North Carolina game, basketball game?" I was like, "Oh my God, where Michael Jordan played? I'd love to." You know what I
Bill
mean? Like that's just a
Belichick.
part of the dialogue is you can just go wherever. Bill Belichick's there now. Yeah, like it's a great state with a lot of great sports teams. I drove through Charlotte. I liked Charlotte. It was cute. It wasn't as good as Boston, but it was cute.
Hmm.
And yeah, I loved everything about North Carolina. I could easily see myself moving there when I'm older.
Yeah.
I just love North Carolina. It's a great state. I want to put that at the five.
Mm. So,
I I had something different at my 5, but I will tally on a vote for North Carolina in the 5 spot. I
yeah.
think I
Uh,
think it is definitely a top 5. I You'll see why I didn't put it down. I'll tell you why on my next pick. It'll give it away. But I had Maine at my 5 spot,
Oof.
but I say definitely North Carolina.
Okay.
yeah, I'll agree with North Carolina. Yeah.
All right. North
That
Carolina.
was actually my number 5.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go 4. I'll go number 4.
Okay. Go ahead. Start the
I was debating. I wrote down South Carolina at my 4, and I was debating on whether saying North Carolina or South Carolina. It was a game time decision, but I guess fuck it. We'll take both of them. I like South Carolina at my 4. It's beautiful, great weather. Same thing as North Carolina. And I love the beach, and they're known for the beaches. So that's why I got that. I could see myself moving there too. So South Carolina at the 4.
JT, that moves to you.
So I have Florida at my 4. But I'm thinking about switching it to New York.
There we go.
I think New York would fit better.
Yep.
I think
I agree.
Florida would be in the top 3.
Mhm.
Just things to do. So I'm saying Florida 4.
Yeah. So JT, if you don't mind, I'll take over.
Oh, New York. Wait, was it New York at 4? Yeah.
Yeah, New York at four.
New
I completely agree because okay, so the California take fucked up everything I had going.
York.
My whole list, like I said, I had to write new shit because my whole list shifted. But yeah, if we're gonna go to the number four now with California at six, then I completely agree. New York is now at my four, and
Mhm,
I think it just has to be because New York needs to be top five. It needs to be whether you
mhm.
hate it or not. It's top five.
Top 5.
And if we're gonna have New York in there, then I'm gonna put it at the four spot. If California's at six, so I agree with you, JT. New York City, uh, upstate New York, everything about it is overall positive. I'm putting it at four. So
The aura. Yeah.
the aura, The aura. I
I'll
hate
take
the
the number
Yankees.
four.
I hate the Yankees with every bone in my fucking body. But the Yankees are arguably the biggest sports franchise in the world. If you want to talk about just overall biggest sports franchises, New York Yankees surpass sports. They're in fashion, they're in everything. The New York needs to be at number four, at least top five. So I'll settle for four.
I'll take that.
All right.
Number three.
Do I start?
Yeah.
Well, this might be hot, but originally my number three.
Mine's definitely be way more hot than yours. But
Originally, my number three was California. Obviously, that went down the shitter. So with my new number three, holy, um, Zach, you go first.
Justin, on to you.
Justin,
no.
you go.
I don't want to go first.
I'm not
Don't
saying
clown
it.
me again.
The corner.
Zach, just JT, it's up to you. My whole list is in shambles right now.
I don't know what to do. You guys keep fucking me
I
up.
have my top two right now, but I don't know what my number three is. So JT, you take it. Wait, never mind. Never mind. I'll take number three.
Okay.
I'll take number three. I'll reclaim my spot. Massachusetts. Massachusetts is at that three spot for me now because there's no way it's not in that top spot. And I have my top two. And unfortunately, as much as I love Massachusetts, it's not there. So, Boston, historic city, the most European city in the United States. I have to take Mass there. And if Mass doesn't get in the top three now with the list that we have now, I will leave the Zoom meeting before we get to the top two. So Massachusetts at my three spot, or you guys are fucking psychotic.
I
So
I
need
don't
Mass
hate
there.
Mass. I like Mass.
We need Mass
The
there.
only thing I don't like is mass holes coming into our state
Mm.
and creating traffic
Okay.
on the weekends and taking up all the summer homes and then driving their cars like absolute fucking dumbasses.
Okay.
And the shitty roads in Mass. Those two. Fuck
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
roads in Mass.
But that's another thing that okay, let me explain that. So one again, mass holes leaving Massachusetts and going into other states to fuck up traffic is not a bad sign for Massachusetts itself because it's not happening in the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Second,
people wouldn't know that unless they're from Mass or New Hampshire. Like they're not gonna know
that's
that.
true.
Same with the roads. And another thing is it absolutely reeks of weed everywhere in
Oh,
Mass.
okay, but clearly you've never been in New York or California then, because
No, I've
they
been to
also
both.
reek of weed.
They both reek of weed
They
too.
all reek wherever you go. Whenever you go to a big city, it reeks of weed. But whenever you go to my house, it reeks of weed.
Excuse me?
What?
I
And
was
we're
just
canceled
joking.
again.
I was just joking. No, but Massachusetts needs to be if we're at this point in the list where this is what we're doing. I didn't have Massachusetts in my top three, but now that we're here and Massachusetts still isn't even on the list, it needs to be top three. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to secure it at the three spot. And it is, like I said before, it's the most European city. If you go to Massachusetts and then you go to anywhere in Europe, you go, oh wow, this is kind of like Boston. You know what I mean? And Boston it's arguably the best sports city. It's everything about Boston. It needs to be top three, and if it's not, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. So I'm putting Mass at the three, and I'm gonna argue with anyone. So there you go.
Justin, on to you.
So we're at a crossroads here. Okay,
No
we
way.
have we have some states left that are coming up: Texas, Florida, Hawaii, and Mass. These are really the four that are being contested. And if I'm gonna be honest, Mass, it just has more an effect on me than Hawaii.
Yeah.
Perfect
Hawaii might
segment,
be the odd one
JT,
out.
because I got Texas in my three slot.
JT,
I'm gonna have
JT,
to say Massachusetts at three. That's
JT, I completely agree with you. And can I say something real quick?
what.
Okay. I love Hawaii. I wanted to make the top 10. I was pleading that it would make the top 10. Where we are at right now, with 10 minutes left in this segment, and with three spots left and four states that we want in there, as much as I love Hawaii, it's going to get cut. It is.
Will.
Hawaii's gone. Hawaii's not in
Uh,
the top 10, and that's our fault. Hawaiians, all Hawaiians watching, we are sorry. But we fucked up and Hawaii is not making the top 10.
I tried to put it at the number 8,
We
guys.
we
I
tried to
mean,
put it in there. We did. But we have Texas, Florida, and Massachusetts, and we have 3 spots left, and Hawaii is not making it in there.
Massachusetts
So
3. I think it's
Massachusetts at the 3. I think we all agree. Mass at the 3, right?
I had Texas, but I wouldn't hate Mass.
Okay. So we're putting Mass at the 3 spot, and we have 9 minutes left. So Hawaii's not making the cut. But yeah, Mass at the 3 spot. We're
All
all in
right.
agreement.
Number 2, I'll go first because you guys are not going to like this. I told you before, I'm biased. I got New Hampshire at number 2.
Jesus Christ.
You guys might not like this, but I love New Hampshire. Like you said, we got no taxes or whatever you call it, shopping tax, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's why people from Mass come to our state
Yeah.
to shop and not pay taxes. If you like to do stuff, like if you like to do everything, you will like New Hampshire. If you like to ice fish, ski, snowmobile, you like to be on the lake, you like to hike, you like to. We got all that. We got hunting, everything. We have a little bit of everything. The weather might suck, but I love the winter too. I love the summer and the winter. And the fall. The only thing that sucks is spring when everything's thawing. If you like to do outdoors activity, you will love New Hampshire. It's absolutely gorgeous. New Hampshire is at my 2 slot.
JT?
so I'm gonna go with Texas at my 2.
Yep.
Everything's bigger.
Preach, brother.
Need
Big
I
X
say
the
more?
plug.
Need you say more?
I like Texas was my 3, but I like Texas in the 2.
All right, I'll go. I'll give my reason then. So Texas, it was its own country for a little while. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Texas was its own country. It soloed Mexico. Are you fucking kidding me? Once again, this is all time. I originally had Texas at my 1, but I moved Texas down. Texas has to be top 2. Texas is a great state. It has everything you need. It has multiple big cities. If you're sports, this is a sports podcast. Multiple big sports teams. Texas has to be top 2.
You know what
Once
else
again,
Texas has?
what?
Luka. Oh, wait, never mind. They don't have Luka Doncic.
They got AD.
They got Anthony Davis, not
They
Luka.
got, they got Lou. Oh shit, they have Anthony Davis. Hold on. They're moving down to number 2. Okay. They might have moved down after that trade. Can't even lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
They might
But
have moved down
the
because
only
of that
thing
trade.
keeping them in the top 2 is Tyler Toney. They got Tyler Toney. Why are you looking at me like I do not know who Tyler Toney
I don't
is?
know who Tyler Toney is.
Oh my God.
Who's Tyler Toney?
Oh my God. He's the greatest athlete to ever step foot on this planet. You don't know who Tyler Toney is.
JT, hold that shit up. Who's Tyler Toney?
Dude, perfect legend, Tyler Toney,
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
the
My bad.
greatest
God.
athlete ever.
I forgot. My bad. My brain blanked.
God,
I apologize. I had a
can't
brain
believe
fart.
this shit.
So that means we're all in agreement what the number 1 state is, right?
Florida.
Everyone agrees. Florida.
Florida.
No,
Yes.
no.
Wait,
I know you were just saying. I'm sorry to the people of Hawaii. For you two,
you were
not
gonna
for
put
me.
Hawaii at number
You two
1?
have never been to Hawaii in your life, and once you experience it, it's amazing. So, to the people of Hawaii, I'm sorry for them, but not for me because Hawaii's in my number 1 slot. If I could
Hawaii
pick
at number
anywhere
1.
to live in the world, it would be Hawaii.
Okay, so imagine living at wherever you live, your cute little like teepee or hut or whatever, and you're loving it. You're loving every second of it. You can go to the beach every day. You love Hawaii, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, I have to leave because the whole island's about to be covered in volcanic ash.
They don't have any.
Oh shit.
Oahu doesn't have any
I
active
forgot that we have
volcanoes.
fucking volcanoes where we live.
Oahu doesn't have any active volcanoes.
The
Okay.
Big Island does.
The big
That's the Big Island, Oahu.
Okay.
Smaller
Okay,
ones have
but either
active,
way,
like
Hawaii.
Maui
Okay.
and shit.
All right. We can all agree that
Hawaii.
Hawaii deserves to be top 10. But Hawaii at the number 1 over
You've
Florida
never experienced
is
Hawaii.
ridiculous.
You can't rate that without experiencing Hawaii
Yeah,
first.
but Hawaii
It's
is just
ridiculous.
slightly better Florida vacation, and in Florida,
Slightly better?
Yes.
Hawaii is slightly better
Yes.
than Florida. What
Yes.
are we doing?
When you go to Florida, okay, when you go to Florida, you have spring training baseball. You have
I
multiple
don't give a
sports
fuck about
teams to
spring
root for.
training
No,
baseball.
you have multiple sports teams to root for. What do you have to root for in Hawaii besides your survival?
It's
You're scared of
paradise.
being drowned in lava.
It's
In
it's
Florida.
paradise.
Oh my God, I'm so happy I get to wear a flower necklace and a skirt made of grass. Thank God. In Florida, at least I get to wear what I want. I can go to a Walmart and I can go back home whenever I want to. And in Hawaii, you have to fly to get there. It's not BoJack Horseman. There's no fucking road there, if you get that reference. Hawaii, I love it. I think it deserves to be top 10, and I'm sorry it's not. But Florida is number one. It's easily number one. Florida, man. Even the bad parts of Florida, everyone loves because it's hilarious. Like,
Mm.
Florida is number one. Florida's number one right now on this list.
So Hawaii's volcano
Yeah.
erupted today again, 330 feet in the air.
Not on the big island. Those are the small islands. There's no active volcanoes on the
They
big island.
literally had a volcanic eruption today on this day.
Do you understand that there's more than one island?
There's
The
more than
big
one.
island is the island where the volcano
No
erupted.
shot. There's no shot.
Is it named Kauai? The fucking
No, it's Oahu.
Yes.
Oahu is the
No,
biggest
but
island.
the volcano.
Oh
The
my God.
volcano.
Okay, but even then, why am I living on an island that could possibly get blown up when I
It
could
is
be
the big
living on a
island.
Look at
peninsula?
fucking California.
But
They're
I get,
engulfed in flames.
but that's a
It's the
peninsula.
same shit.
No, California.
Yes.
California has you have. It's only a small part that's being engulfed in flames. California's fucking huge. Also, Florida, which is at my number one, is a peninsula that. Okay, I will give it to them. Hurricanes fuck Florida up like
Yeah.
every other
What the
year.
fuck?
But most of the time, I go to Florida like every year. It's fantastic. And the parts of Florida that are bad is literally helping the economy with how many funny stories come from Florida. Florida man is such a big meme that so much whack shit happens in Florida that it single-handedly has increased the popularity of our nation.
We're rating states off a fucking meme right now. What are we doing?
No,
This is
no, no,
brain
no.
rot.
It's an added bonus. That's an added bonus because Florida is already an amazing state. Miami, Tampa, fucking Jacksonville. Mm. Jackson, but
Orlando.
Orlando, fucking Disney World, Universal. Florida is. I used to think Texas was number one. Florida is now my number one, and I'm not going to budge on that. As much as I love Hawaii, again, we said it a million times. Hawaii should be top 10. We fucked up, but Hawaii is not number one. Hawaii is not top five. Hawaii is top 10, and we should have put it there, but we didn't. So there we go. I'm sorry, Zach.
I'm gonna have to agree. Florida at one.
Florida
it's,
is at one.
it's affordable to go to. It's.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna wake up in the
I think
morning.
it was a travesty
Yeah.
because I said Hawaii was in the top 10. I was the only one. This is not my fault.
I agree.
You guys are flaming me earlier.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna wake up in the morning, walk out of my house with a cup of Joe in my robe and go, "Huh, is that volcanic ash coming my way?" I'm not gonna do that. Also, we have less than a minute, so we should wrap it up. But Florida is at the one spot. Florida's at the one spot.
That was steamy.
That was a steamy debate. That was a
steamy debate.
I can't wait for the bottom 10. The bottom 10 is gonna be great.
Man, bottom
10 is gonna be great. I have
next pod. Whew.
All right. Well, I think that's it. If we're ready to sign off.
I can't wait to piss you both off.
Oh,
with
I'm
the
gonna
bottom
make
10
you
states.
so fucking mad, Zach.
I clearly just rage baited you.
I'm gonna make you so mad, Zach.
Mhm.
Sign off,
All
Zach.
right. Signing off.
Signing off.